Morning all. It's happening again, and it's Chief Superintendents Association telling Sajid Javid they're understaffed. You want to look how many superintendents there are in the force throughout the UK, all 43 of them, crying out loud. Anyway, try and take some of these figures in, and if possible share them with your favourite newspaper, because I can't get any of them to take any interest in this. It's absolutely failing, and the staff are doing nothing. There's a host of headlines like this. I don't want to go on about them. I should have added Manchester Police have got 80% failure rate, second highest in the country. And it just goes on and on like that. But then you have the quality of leadership, which is really, really questionable, allowing for them to commit so many criminal offences whilst in the police. Just look at these figures. Go to the website, the Highton Freeman website, and just read the detail. You won't get your breath. At the end of the day, it's jobs for the boys. Why on earth do we need 43 separate police forces? Just look at the figures and the costs involved. It's absolutely scandalous. Got fellas sat behind desks while people on the front line are struggling, and it doesn't balance the cost of all the supervision, which is obviously non-active, to the number of men that are struggling. Just look at the cost of this and how it could transcribe into actual working police constables on the streets. Just look at the numbers. Well, as I said, even the National Audit Office has missed the point, saying the Home Office doesn't really understand where to spend the money. Well, they've missed the point, haven't they? That they've got that many people in charge. It's like the Mexican army with all the bloody generals. But they're not doing the job. They're not doing the detection rates. They're not supervising. The force is full of criminals. Look at the Highton Freeman website, which I listed earlier. Here's a couple of examples just to show you how stupid these little forces are and how they could easily be absorbed into something bigger. Devon and Cornwall, lovely place to go for a holiday, but for crying out loud, they've got more staff than frontline policemen. And a ranking structure that looks weird, to say the least. They're unnecessary. And then look at Cumbria Police, one of the most criticised this year for the death of Baby P, which is still grinding on, a female chief constable who doesn't know whether she's coming or going. And again, overstaffed at the top and understaffed at the bottom, and they've only got 535 police officers. You can't get your breath. Why on earth do they need a ranking structure? There you go. But that's just a real little example. But you've got to multiply it 43 times. Look at the figures and the costs. They could fill the manpower shortage easily, getting rid of all these poxy little forces that don't know what the hell they're doing, putting real people in charge, and there are real bosses like the one in Durham, and giving them a chance of sorting out all this nonsense. Anyway, I've tried, I've told everybody, and it's all being ignored. It's like MPs have got skeletons in the cupboards again. Newspapers don't want to upset the police and reprint all the crap they're coming out with. And we're left with not being able to walk down the streets without getting mugged. Anyway, that's it. Onwards and upwards. Out for a pint now.